People that say money is not important don't have money. What do you think about Iman Gadzhi?
He's kind of getting cringy. I don't know. I stopped watching him. I'm just gonna say it. I think those people have some kind of mental issues. If you call yourself a woman while you're a man, then I call myself a dragon.
And that makes you how much money?
In YouTube AdSense, I would say a month.
Cool. Okay. Hi guys, my name is Micol and I make YouTube videos around how to make money online, and today I'm in Amsterdam with Stefanovic.
How you doing, man? How's it going, man?
Good, man. Good to be here. I want to let people know how you got started. So I know you quit your day job. You're a full-time YouTuber now and you live by that. But I want to know also what you were doing before. So maybe can we start what were you doing as a teenager all the way to now?
I guess, man, as a teenager, I wouldn't think too much about my future. Just enjoy parties, girls, drinking, you know, what teenagers do in the puberty. Picked some random study, to be honest. Just picked something that sounded interesting. I had still no idea what I could become later on until I finished my university. I got my degree, and then I realized, like, okay, what the fuck am I going to do for the rest of my life? And that's where I started thinking, like, okay, I started this career, 100% something I don't want to do for the rest of my life, but what is the alternative? I knew entrepreneurship was a thing, but I didn't grow up in an entrepreneurial family. I had no entrepreneurial friends around me, so I had to do it all by myself. Started a lot of projects.
What age? Like 25, 26?
So these projects were around maybe 20, 21.
Oh, you finished university early?
I finished at 22, but I kind of started with these projects while at the last year of my study, and then right after. So yeah, 22, 23. Went backpacking. That was also a form of just postponing making a decision. And then eventually I just started rolling in this career of data analysis. It was cool. I got to express myself creatively. The pay was decent. I saw some, like, yeah, there's a couple of promotions I can make.
Where were you working as a data analyst?
So first, a company that nobody knows, they build like these mobile antennas you see everywhere around you for T-Mobile, Vodafone, the infrastructure. But then I started working for Heineken. Cannot get more Dutch than
Heineken?
At Heineken.
The beer company.
Yeah, for 2 years as a data analyst, and which is also where I kind of decided, like, this is where I really tasted the corporate life. So like managers, hierarchy, a lot of meetings, and that's where I decided, like, yeah, there's no way I'm going to do this for the rest of my life.
Working all day.
Yeah.
Extra hours.
Exactly.
5 days a week.
Yeah, working after hours.
How many years did you do that for?
2 years, and then I decided to go freelancing. Still the same as a data analyst, but I thought it was a good stepping stone because I still didn't know what to do, what company to start, what project to start, but I thought freelancing will give me a little bit more flexibility, more income, and then eventually that gave me the resources to actually start my YouTube channel, buy some gear, take some days off to work on my YouTube videos, and then eventually saved up some money, built some passive income streams to travel the world for a year and go all in on YouTube.
Okay, and then you opened the channel you have now in 2019,
yeah, just for fun. I went to Mexico,
yeah,
to Tulum and you know, the places. Just make a travel video. That was my first camera, just for fun. And that was the first video, end of 2019. And
when did you start posting consistently? Like when you said, okay, now I'm gonna make it grow?
That was probably end of 2020, beginning of 2021, where I played with this idea. We already planned on going traveling for a year with my girlfriend. But then I kind of started playing with this idea, if YouTube starts working out and I get a bit more subscribers, why not take my camera and just go all in on YouTube as well in that year? And that was like, yeah, I think beginning of 2021, end of 2020, that's where I decided to do that. Yeah.
And then from that day, you posted, like you said, 10, 20 videos without getting too much traction until the data analyst videos started popping off?
Yeah, it started popping off. It got me some subscribers. I think I had like 5K subscribers back then. And right before I started traveling, maybe around 10.
And how much money were you making in the process?
Not much. I think in the December, just before I started traveling, I made like $500, and it was
$500, but with how many views?
Maybe 100, 200K, something
100,
in total, yeah.
And that was like after a few months that you started, and you started making that money?
Yeah, I would say like 1 year of a bit more serious effort into YouTube.
It's a long journey, man. Like before you start seeing any money, it takes some time. And I think that's where a lot of people quit and stop because they don't see money up front. They're like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber, post a few videos, few weeks in, maybe months, and they're like, oh no, this is not gonna work, it's not for me, and then they expect the big bucks without putting in all the effort.
You shouldn't even start YouTube. If you're doing it just for the bucks, you're not gonna make it. It's You have to be consistent
Yeah.
to become big in YouTube.
Yeah.
And to be consistent, you have to enjoy making videos.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's.
Well, I mean, you can do it for the bucks, but don't expect them right away.
Yeah.
Like everyone, we all want to make money, so that's obvious. Like people that say money is not important don't have money.
Yeah.
So money is important, but when you build out, when you start a business, when you start being a YouTuber, it's hard to expect money right away. So it's a long game. We have almost 200,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
On average, how many views are you getting per month?
Per month?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea.
Whatever.
Like per video, it goes up and down. I would say on average maybe like 100, 200K. But it's not, I don't have videos with 100, 200K. It's more like videos with 50K or videos with 500K.
Yeah.
So somewhere, it depends on the topic.
And that makes you how much money, more or less?
In YouTube AdSense, I would say for the last 3 months, 4 months, maybe like 3, 4K a month on average.
That's good. Yeah.
Just YouTube AdSense.
Yeah, you can. It's better than any other job.
Yeah, I replaced my salary from 3 years ago before I started freelancing.
Yeah.
But like when I take into account brands, working with sponsors, when I take into account my coaching program, selling some digital products, I've been earning 5 figures for the last 4 months.
Nice.
Yeah.
Plus 10K a month.
Yeah.
Solid work. By the way, in the coaching program, you help them figure out what to do next in their life. Can you explain the process?
Clients I work with always have the 3 same problems. Either they have absolutely no idea what they want out of life, so I help them figure that out. Or they kind of do know what they want, but they have no idea how to get there, so I help them make a plan. Or they do know what they want, and they even know what they have to do, but they just lack execution. They procrastinate, laziness, whatever you want. And I help them, keep them accountable. So all those 3 things. Like either they want to become a freelancer as well, or start YouTube, or start their own business.
How young are these people that come to you and ask you for this type of advice?
25, 35.
35, okay.
Yeah, classic. They had a pretty decent degree, decent career, earn a decent income, but they're just not satisfied with what they're doing. Basically, exactly the same path I went through.
Yeah, I think it's very common because a lot of people fall into the so-called rat race where they start going to primary school. They need to focus on getting good grades to get in a good high school, or a high school get good grades to go in a good college or university, and then get the best grades possible so they can get a good job.
Yeah.
And then they find themselves lost almost. Like the majority of people in their 20s don't know why they did what they did. They were always focusing on the carrot in front of you for a horse. Oh yeah, I need to get there. But then after a few years, when they finish, real life kicks in.
Yeah.
It's kind of a slap in the face, because then you realize okay, why am I doing what I'm doing, and do I even like it?
Yeah, exactly.
And I think it's almost sad. That's what I was realizing when I was growing up. I was trying to think in the future how I'm gonna feel about things, because I already didn't like high school.
Yeah.
Because it was so annoying for me to just sit in a room for so many hours doing something that I knew was not gonna get me anywhere.
Yeah.
Fortunately enough, also I started making money while I was in high school. I mean, I started working on it, so I knew that path was not gonna be for me.
Yeah. And you did it in a pretty young age?
Yeah, I started when I was 14 or so. I had my first company, 15, something like that.
Yeah.
So that was kind of
respect.
I think it was kind of a switch in me. I was okay. Teachers were telling me okay, you were never amount to anything.
Yeah.
I was well, that's not true, I think, because
I'm earning more than you.
Yeah, but that's a very unrelatable position to be in. But I was just I don't know, lucky enough to have the right interests and whatnot to actually make money at that early age.
Yeah. I tried to do what school failed to do. So school is all incentivized to mold you to become the most mediocre average version, so you fit in society perfectly. Don't ask a lot of questions, just do the career, go have a retirement. In Dutch they have a saying, when you act normal, you're already crazy enough. That's typically how I see society. But actually what school should do is treat everyone individually, look at what's your strength, what's your talent, let's focus on that instead of trying to mold you in the same category as everyone else.
What did your friends think of you before you started YouTube in making this type of money versus what do they think now about you? And are they still your friends?
Yeah, they're still my friends. There was one guy I can remember just before I started traveling. He asked me okay, so you're gonna travel and focus on YouTube, but what are you gonna do after when you're done traveling? I'm yeah, YouTube, that's the plan. I said, yeah, okay, but if it doesn't work out, what's the plan B, the real plan? I said, I'm just gonna make it work. I was just chilling with him 2 weeks ago when I arrived back in Holland. He's looking at me 200K subs, bro. Damn, son. Yeah. So
Yeah.
he's still my friend, yeah. But I get it. You get a lot of doubt. Not everyone will understand your choice.
Also, it's not always meant with like a bad intention, but it's almost like a protection.
Yeah, of course.
Oh no, it's an unsafe road because I haven't gone through it. And a lot of people try and they fail. So I want the best for you. Stay in school, stay at your job, stay in the box.
Yeah.
So going out of the box is always like, yeah, it's for risk takers.
Exactly. My mom had the same thing. I mean,
Mom.
I assume she wishes the best for me.
Yeah.
She said, well, I don't know, quit your job, you have a good job, good pay, why would you do that? And now she's proud of me when she sees the results.
That's
of
my
course.
son.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, in my experience, when I was telling what I was doing, like doing my Facebook pages early on and then moving into this, they were all like, firstly, like, is it legal to earn money like that? What about taxes? Or like, oh, it's not gonna work out. A lot of dismissive opinions. Did you experience things like that?
No, but I thought I would. I was like really anxious to post the video because like the first video, you have 0 subscribers, so I have to post it on Facebook for friends and family to see. I was really scared of what people would say.
Yeah, because you put yourself out there, you're like in a vulnerable situation. Yeah. Like, how are people gonna react? Like, are they gonna judge me? And how?
I really thought they were gonna say like, look at this guy. Yeah. He's suddenly he thinks he's a YouTuber, or suddenly he thinks he can make travel videos, or whatever. And I really thought that. And then like hit publish, like the video was finished. It took me a couple of days. Every day I was like, tomorrow. It took me a couple of days, hit publish, just got positive reactions. I thought like, yeah, fuck it. Second video, a little bit anxious. Third video, it's like, I don't care. You have to get through that initial resistance.
Yeah, every time you do something new, you go through fears.
Yeah.
But someone said that God put all the good things behind fear.
Yeah.
So if you go through them and you overcome them, then you get a good reward, and that's what's happening.
Exactly.
So, how fast did you start getting subscribers from the day you started your YouTube venture?
So in the beginning, it was really slow, like maybe 1-2 subscribers per week.
Yeah.
And I used this tactic in the beginning to get some exposure to my channel because obviously, apart from sharing it with my grandma, mom, and dad, and some friends, nobody knew who I was. So I had to get some exposure. And one of the tricks I used was like Joe Rogan back in the day would upload his full podcast on YouTube. And if there was an interesting podcast or a podcast with a guest that was kind of related to my channel and the topics I talked about, I would like immediately watch the podcast as soon as it was uploaded. Mm-hmm. Watch it on double speed, and then write the timestamps in the comments. And I would put the timestamps and then end it with just like, if you found this interesting or you want to learn more about, I don't know, AI or technology back then also take a look at my channel. Cheers. And then it would bring in some extra subscribers and views to my channel. But I think like for the first 20 videos, man, I had just like dozens of views on my videos, nothing more. And then I hit one video where I talked about a different YouTuber, Captain Sinbad, and he shared it on his social media, which is also another tactic to just make videos about someone else.
Hoping that they're gonna reshare it.
Yeah.
In worst case, piggyback of the video title, so if people search the YouTuber or the famous person,
they come to you.
They come, they watch your videos.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's also a good tactic.
So that was the first video that gave me a couple of thousand views and many more subscribers.
And then when was your first boom, like it went actual viral? Like, was it a day in life as a data analyst?
No, so the algorithm works strange, man. I uploaded the day in the life of a data analyst, nothing. Like all my other videos, just a couple of views, nothing special. And then like 4 or 5 months later, I uploaded another data analysis video, how to become a data analyst, really easy. And instead of that one going viral, the other one, the one I uploaded 4 months ago, went viral as soon as I recorded the new video. That got me like to maybe 10,000 subscribers, something like that. Okay. But I think like the real viral video that got me like maybe like 100,000 views in one day is why I quit my 6-figure data analysis job. Yeah, that's just when I started traveling the first month, which was also a really good boost to my channel. Like, nice start, yeah.
Yeah, and makes you comfortable that you actually quit, and you're like, okay.
I needed that, yeah. But that was also like trend jacking, you could say, because I saw a couple of other videos that did really well. It's like, why I quit my blah, blah, blah job. Yeah. I thought, I'm gonna make the same one, similar topic.
Cool, so it was a 6-figure a year job?
Yeah.
That's a good salary to quit. Makes it even more scarier to...
Yeah, and I doubted myself a lot of times, man. Like, am I really leaving this behind? The salary, I only thought maybe like when I hit 40, 50 years, I don't know. Now I have it as a in my 20s, and I'm gonna throw it all away to go traveling.
No, that's good, man. That time is now to do these type of things.
Best decision ever.
Yeah, best decision ever. So now you're back in Amsterdam. Why?
Traveling is cool. and I'm still gonna travel and probably go just like you, like fuck it, now I'm gonna go for a month, spend the winter in, I don't know, in a sunny place. But like it's difficult to stay in your routine and rhythm when you're traveling around the whole time. And now I like really wanna work on my business, work on my YouTube channel, and it's difficult if I'm still traveling around. That plus friends and family, man. Friends are here, family is here. That's the only thing you miss, like when you're traveling around. You probably know it the same. You just came back from...
home is home.
Right.
Home is home. Yeah, traveling is very good for content as well, but at the same time it kills productivity, or it makes it extremely hard.
Yeah.
So I feel you on that. In fact, I'm also looking for a place where to settle and just have everything in one place. It's probably gonna be Dubai because there are a lot of creators. So it's good for like YouTube. It's a bit harder to focus there because there's so many distractions as well. Because if I'm back home with my family, easy. Like I do nothing but working and hanging out with my family in the night.
That's it, man. The balance, like having a base and then traveling when you want to.
Are you using any AI tools for your business? So for your YouTube videos, for example, or the coaching program?
Yeah, for sure. ChatGPT-4 for writing my scripts. It's usually just, I don't do it fully with ChatGPT, but it's a good starting point.
So you script your videos and you use ChatGPT
exactly.
to write the... Okay.
And sometimes, like, when there's a paragraph in my script where I think, like, it's too long, it can be more,
Simplify it.
Yeah, I put it in ChatGPT and I just tell it, make it a bit more simplified, more bang.
Okay.
And it does a great job, yeah.
And you like the result?
Yeah.
That's cool.
80% of the time, for sure. And I use Midjourney for creating, like I've made a Monk Mode Spotify playlist and I needed an album cover. I told it, Monk Mode, music, flow, focus, black and gold, yeah, go. So yeah, Midjourney and ChatGPT for sure.
Nice. I've been using AI for my affiliate marketing stuff for a few years to do like the voiceovers in videos.
Yeah.
And now they got insanely better. Like the voice really sounds like human voice.
Yeah.
Like they use the right tonality, there are more emotions in the voice. For video making, it can also be a tool. Again, it's not gonna replace the existing video making tools, but it improves the quality of what you produce. You think AI is a threat to creators and many jobs that are out there right now?
Many jobs, yes.
Can it kill them, like completely erase them?
Yeah, it's doing it already. I mean, so especially jobs like personal assistants, like accounting. I mean, if you have your whole accounting somehow linked to ChatGPT, what the fuck do you need someone else to multiply and add some figures and data?
Match the invoices to your bank statements.
Exactly. Like so ChatGPT will for sure at least slowly kill some of those kind of jobs, but for creators, I don't think it will change, but I think it will amplify, like the creators that get good with using AI to generate awesome content will only get like banger videos. They will become more popular and grow faster. And for the people that don't, they will be left behind because there's fucking AI tools out there that you're not using.
Yeah. And any jobs that are completely dead already, that have been killed by AI?
Copywriting is getting there. Like a really good copywriter, still no. But it's like, if I need a landing page, I would just ask ChatGPT, yo, this is my product, this is my target audience, write me a landing page.
Yeah,
and it's
I think more than jobs would kill a lot of the enthusiasm of people, thinking like, oh, it's not gonna work because AI is taking over, so they just give up. People that use it feel more empowered. Probably.
Exactly.
But what do you think about Europe in general?
Ah, man, it's like looking at the political situation currently, it's Europe is not at the best place, and it seems like it's not going to get really better. But if you have an online business, you're kind of free from that. You're earning your money, you're diversifying your income streams from all over the world. Like, so from that point of view, we don't have it too bad here in Europe. That's why I came back to Holland.
Yeah, it is a unique position to be able to make money online.
Yeah.
Because you're detached from the local problems.
Exactly.
And yeah, I agree. Like for me, Europe is not as stimulating as it was before. And also I see there is a lot of brain drain is happening and has happened. Mm-hmm. So I see a lot of smart people are just moving out. Besides the weather and all of that, but the environment. Like I feel when I go back home, there's kind of like a different energy that I get from Dubai, for example. Dubai is very high energy. A lot of people go there, they do very interesting stuff, and you build yourself further.
Yeah.
Well, when you're back in Europe, it's just hard to find the same type of people.
Yeah.
Focused in one specific area. They're all spread around. It's not like they're not, but it's just harder to network and meet people. So if I go to the gym in Dubai or in some other place, like Bali, for example, could be something similar. You get stimulated a lot because you meet people living a similar life to you and having a similar mindset to you. I think Amsterdam is a good place compared to other cities in Europe because there are very cool people living here.
Yeah, a lot of international vibes.
I was walking yesterday outside, everyone speaks English.
Yeah.
Maybe a lot of tourists, but also a lot of people that live here.
And I think, like, to expand upon the question, especially now, everything is connected, remote working is becoming normal. It's like countries are becoming like shops. You go where you're treated best. If I live in Holland and all the laws and rules are becoming stricter and more difficult and I pay more taxes, why would I stay here? Why wouldn't I move to Dubai to chill out with other creators and pay, what is it, 4%, 6% income tax now in Dubai? Yeah.
No, it's zero.
It was zero, right? And then
it is zero.
It's
like
still zero.
The free zones are zero, and if you're an online entrepreneur, you want to open your company in a free zone, slightly out of Dubai, but that's where you pay your taxes, which is you don't. It's just zero.
Like it's in Holland, it's 51.
51.
Yes.
Well, I think there are some structures that allow you to.
There are. Yeah, of course. But still, so. That's why I'm still gonna consider staying in Holland. But if they change again some rules and make it more difficult, why would I stay here? Why wouldn't I go where I'm treated best? And maybe still come here, like a couple of months in a year, visit my friends and family. But if they make it so difficult for me, I'm just gonna move out.
And what do you think about all these this woke culture happening a lot, mainly in the States, but also coming over here to Europe? All these pronouns, all these 72 existing genders nowadays.
I'm just gonna say it. I think those people have some kind of mental issues, and now they also have a platform to share those issues, and
they're supported.
Yeah, exactly. Kids from fucking 10, 11, 12 years watch cartoons where it's normal to be transgender and have pronouns or whatever. Of course they're gonna grow up and think, yeah, that is normal. It's not normal. There were probably some extremes. There are some people that do feel in a different kind of way biologically. But now it's kind of like people just are feeling insecure or have some kind of mental issue, and a symptom of that is, I'm gonna be, my pronouns are fucking she, bike, trash can. I don't know what the fuck they are.
My pronouns are king and legend by now. So I feel offended if you call me anything
Exactly.
else.
That's the example I always use. If you call yourself a woman while you're a man, then I call myself a dragon. I'm not biologically a dragon, but I want you to I'm a dragon.
I understand true transgenders, but a lot of that is like bullshit. Like a lot of that, as you say, falls into some sort of illness, some confusion, some identity confusion, and also some sort of like protection towards the world that you can say whatever you want and you shouldn't be able to be attacked. And if you do, you're a cunt for that.
Yeah.
And that's like weird. It's coming to Europe. I'm going to the States next week. I was told that I should always ask the pronouns before asking name if I go to San Francisco or places like that. Where there are a lot of liberals.
The thing I want to mention, considering the woke stuff, I've just spent 3 months in South Africa and Cape Town. They're not worried about their fucking pronouns over there. They're worried about where they're going to get the next meal from.
Exactly.
It's a luxury problem. It's
Oh yeah, I saw this interview of someone going to a tribe in Africa and explaining how do you call a woman with a penis and things like that, and they would just not. They would just laugh. Like they wouldn't comprehend.
People are laughing. Is that a dumb question?
Because again, they live a simple life. They're not brainwashed by all these medias. They just live, laugh, make love, worry about what's happening today, and that's it.
Exactly.
If you had to start YouTube again from scratch, like what would you do? Like what would be a good strategy to get anyone watching quickly enough to, let's say, become financially independent or have like at least a good salary, like a few $1,000s per month?
From YouTube. Yeah, like if you're starting from scratch, definitely in the beginning, get out those first maybe 20, 30 videos as soon as possible. Don't think about it. Buy a simple camera or work with the gear you have, even if it's just a phone. Especially nowadays, I see a trend like just authentic, raw. It doesn't have to be high production value at all. So just pump out videos as soon as possible, because that way the learning curve will be as steep as possible. You'll learn about editing, about sound, about lighting, about storytelling. And once you have like 20, 30 videos out, there should be some videos that do better than others. So you already get a taste of like, okay, this works, this doesn't work.
Yeah, you get feedback.
Exactly.
A lot of people fear like they want to make the first video, and the first video has to be a banger. but that's almost never the case.
Yeah, exactly.
It can be the case, but it's a one lucky shot, and you shouldn't aim for that. Like you should be out there just with like a machine gun, like shooting everywhere until you hit something.
Exactly.
It's normal to have fear that the first video probably will not go well as I think. That's okay. That will likely happen.
Yeah.
But also I think it's like slightly arrogant to think like, oh, my first video is gonna bang, because then like, I mean, you did it for so long and you did many videos.
Yeah.
I mean, kudos to you. Like it takes time.
It takes
so
time.
don't have the arrogance to think like, oh yeah, my first hit is gonna be big.
Yeah.
Because like, okay, then what about pro YouTubers?
Yeah.
Like they put in so much time and effort to make good videos. They didn't get it right the first time, so don't expect to have that as well. Like
Yeah, but I still have the same. Like even after 3 years of doing YouTube and being relatively good at it, I still think like this is gonna be a banger. And then it flops and it doesn't get any views. So even I don't know what works and what doesn't work. So especially if you're just starting out, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Just pump out videos. But as soon as you get a taste of like, okay, this is something people like watching, this is something I like making, so like finding that overlap, then you double down on it. And then you switch from quantity to quality. Then you, instead of pumping out, I don't know, 1 video a week, you put in 1 video a month, but like high quality, high production.
That's what you do now, no?
Yeah.
Now you do one per month.
Yeah, but not even conscious. It's just, it takes so long, man. The editing, the ideas, whatever.
Yeah, yesterday we were shooting the video you're putting out.
Yeah, asking one-person businesses how to make $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one is going to take 4 months because I'm doing interviews. Sometimes I have to wait 4 months. Yeah, it's going to be a long one. So quantity first. Once you hit the formula or the overlap, quality. Another good tip I would recommend, that's at least what really worked for me, is like watch the trends. Like watch what's trending, what's working. But the nuance here is don't look at like big channels and like, oh, Mr. Beast is making this kind of video, then I'm going to make a similar kind of video. No, that's Mr. Beast. He already has a big channel and a big following.
Millions on each videos because he has the ability to, but you don't need any money to make any video at first.
No.
If you have an iPhone, you're good.
Look at the Ryan Trahan guy. He's like this new YouTuber who's growing like crazy. All low budget, low production, but he's really good. But yeah, what I wanted to say is don't replicate high YouTubers that are doing already good. Try to find a YouTube channel that doesn't have a lot of subscribers, but has 1 banger video. Because he did something right. He hit the algorithm. He has a small channel, but a lot of views. Why did that video work? Try to analyze that video, try to replicate it, try to transform it into your own niche.
What should teenagers do to become successful nowadays?
So I think 2 things. First of all, be on the forefront of innovation and technology. Like 20 years ago, when internet was coming up, you would have probably been really successful if you would have been on the forefront, tracking what Google is doing, what Microsoft is doing, what Apple is doing. Nowadays do the same, but now it's like, it's blockchain, it's crypto, it's AI now with ChatGPT. So be on the forefront. You don't even have to think of startups and ideas, but use it, understand it, and you'll probably get some ideas of like, oh, maybe I can use ChatGPT to start some kind of, I don't know, plugin or tool or whatever. So be on the forefront of technology and innovation, that's 1. And then 2, become really good at 1 skill somewhere in that forefront. Whether it's copywriting, whether it's video editing, whether it's just being a fucking, there's already a new role I see everywhere. AI prompt engineer, just writing good prompts for ChatGPT to use it for companies. That's like, it didn't exist 2 months ago and now it's a job.
Yeah, it's a skill. Like using these tools is a skill, giving it the right inputs to get the right result out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like knowing how to Google. Like people still don't know how to Google and find the right stuff and do the right research. With ChatGPT, it can be even more complex because it can give you even more, like better answers and more detailed answers. Yeah. A lot of people neglect the usage of ChatGPT, but actually, if you want to become the best copywriter, if you want to become the best, I don't know, even designer nowadays with Mind Journey and tools like that, you should make use of these tools because they're going to put you above all the competition.
100%. And the more you use it, the more you'll see what you can do with it.
Yeah.
For example, I'm now I'm trying to build an app. And in the beginning, I was giving ChatGPT prompts like, I want to build this functionality, so give me the code I need for that functionality. Now, I'm turning it the other way around. I'm just telling ChatGPT, I'm going to build an app, but I have no idea where to start. You're going to tell me
how to start.
What questions, how to start, what steps I have to take. So he starts with, I don't know, what's the architecture of the app. I say, I have no idea. Explain what is architecture. He explains what is architecture. And then I pick like one of the options and we go back and forth. It's an assistant.
You have an idea, go on ChatGPT, put it in and start working on it.
100%.
I'm gonna give you a path.
So I found you through a video that was exposing the rich YouTubers nowadays. So we had like Sebastian, we had Iman Gadzhi and
Jordan Welch.
Yeah. So what was the idea behind that video? Like, how did you come up with it?
Funny enough, I stumbled upon Iman Gadzhi when he had like, I think it was less than 200K subscribers. It was in the summer of last year, so what was it, July 20?
He grew fast.
He grew really fast. And when I saw that video, I was like, okay, as I told you, a tactic is to make a video about someone else. And I thought like, okay, this is an interesting guy, personal finance, kind of the niche I'm going for. Let's make a video about him. So I started watching his videos, and then I already had the idea, like, he seems like a pretty legit guy from the couple of videos I saw. Let's make like a expose him kind of video and then twist it into something good. Because I don't want to make negative videos. I don't want to be a CoffeeZilla bashing on people. I just want to...
Yeah, that's his format, like CoffeeZilla.
Yeah, only if he's legit. And from what I saw from his videos, he seemed legit. But I had 2 other videos in the making. So it took me like, I don't know, 3 months to even start making that video. And then he fucking blew up. He was almost at 1 million subscribers. And I saw already other people making Iman Gadzhi videos like, is he for real, scam, blah, blah. I was like, damn, I was honestly the first one with the idea. There was no other YouTube video exposing him or whatever. And I thought, okay, I gotta make this video as soon as possible.
I think he asked people to make videos like that at some point. And
I wouldn't be surprised,
give like a cash prize to, I don't know, his favorite ones or something like that. Because those get views.
It gives him exposure as well. And so to not be another one of those Iman Gadzhi exposure videos, I thought, you know what, let's add in Sebastian and Jordan as well, because they were also like really growing as crazy. And that's it basically. Then I thought of a cool story. How should I give this a twist? Then I just made the video.
Did you expect the views coming in on that?
Yeah,
one?
I kind of did.
Yeah.
That was like one of those, but it could have flopped as well because sometimes.
You never know.
What do you think about Andrew Tate?
80% facts, 20% persona. So far, no evidence of him doing anything wrong, so yeah.
He's a genius in communication.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot tell when he's serious and when not. Although sometimes, you know, he says something completely controversial and you can tell like his lips is like kind of laughing but staying in character. And a lot of people don't get it and they think he's like all the bad stuff.
He's a really smart guy. That's his persona, that's his brand, and he's utilizing it. And
it's very polarizing because whether people totally hate him or absolutely love him, and that's why he's talked about so much.
Yeah.
What do you think about Iman Gadzhi?
So up until a couple of months ago, I thought he was a pretty cool guy, young, ambitious, rich kid, worked his ass off, got the success he wanted. But now he's kind of getting, I told you, he's kind of pivoting into more teenager focused target audience, maybe even cringy. I don't know, I stopped watching him. Respect for him, what he achieved, not the type of guy I want to watch on my YouTube.
He does fall into that narrative that is very common nowadays, the Matrix, people are chasing me, like the Tinder swindler. Oh, they're trying to catch me and stuff, or Andrew Tate saying the same thing. Oh, they will kill me, they will put me in jail, they will cancel me. And he's like going down that route, but now it feels like, you know, it's not being himself anymore.
That's
like,
the thing.
Like not as genuine as before.
Yeah.
What do you think about Elon Musk?
Genius of our generation, I think. World would be a bit more darker and grimmer without him, honestly. Especially the last 2 years with the pandemic. It was like kind of a beacon of hope and light, at least for me. And he's like focusing on all this stuff, long-term, far into the future stuff that we do have to think about. But everybody's like, yeah, let's first fix the problems on Earth and let's first fix all the shit we're having here. But he's already thinking of a plan B, like where do we want to be 100 years from now? Fucking getting civilization to Mars and building rockets. And
he has balls of steel.
Yeah.
Like the moves he makes and the pain that comes with it, it's massive. Like it's insane. Like buying Twitter as a future vision to transform it into X, the new app that is like an everything app, like a WeChat style of the West.
Yeah.
That goes handy with all these other companies. And it was his biggest platform before to communicate, and now he just owns it. Big balls and great execution.
I have a painting of him smoking a joint on the Joe Rogan podcast, the first one he did, in my living room. He's watching over me for years already. So that tells you what you need to know about Elon Musk.
I do a lot of YouTube ads, affiliate marketing stuff. When we create ads, I often have the feeling like, oh, this is gonna be a banger.
And then,
But then sometimes, then it flops, and then sometimes I launch ads, and I think like, oh, this is probably not gonna work, but I'm still testing, and that's the one like blowing up. So it really humbles you, because sometimes you really put in, I don't know, your soul into something, and it makes you vulnerable. You're like, oh, this should work. Like also for your ego, right? You want to feel good about, and then it doesn't. So over time, you just learn to not have too many attachments to what you put out. Like just make the best piece of content you can, and just let it be. Let's see how it goes, and no attachment to that. And
exactly.
Yeah, that's the best.
And enjoy it. You have to enjoy it, man. So if you have like 3-4 videos that flop in a row, can get to you if you're making videos just because you want to be successful. But if you enjoy it, you can make 10 videos and they flop, and you don't care because you're proud of making the videos.
Yeah.
So you have to enjoy the process.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the process because all my videos are flopping.
Yeah, but you're still making it, and we're still sitting here.
Making. Yeah.
That's the way.
I know I'm gonna hit like a format that is gonna go viral. Clip this, and then it's gonna change everything. Because I'm here for the long term. I made a contract with myself that I'm gonna do this until it blows up, and after that, it's just gonna be more fun. Yeah. So I'm not gonna stop like after I start getting traction. Yeah. I'm just gonna keep doing it.
It will only become more fun once you get traction.
Yes, exactly. Like also Gary was saying that, I don't know, he was publishing videos for like years. No one cared, no one gave a shit, and then just butts.
Cliche but true.
He got lucky, blah blah blah. No, he was pumping out content for years until you started caring and listening to what he has to say. Yeah. But it's a cool creative process, and if you fall in love with it, it doesn't matter. Like people say like, oh, once I will reach that goal, I will be happy, and that is my dream. But with experience, I realized that the dream is the actual process.
Yeah, exactly.
So what like when you reach the goal, let's say like you want to reach 1 million subscribers, you're like, okay, you look at the screen, you're like, amazing feeling, no doubt, but the stuff you had to do to get there. Yeah. You look back and you're like, holy shit, those were fun times.
That was the cool part.
That was the cool part. That's made me become who I am today. Yeah. So whatever the goal is, it's always like, I think we should attach the happiness not to the final goal, but to the process. Yeah. And that's like, I think like a cool hack that if you understand it early enough, makes you work better and gets you to the results even faster potentially if you just enjoy it more.
Yeah, that's the ironic part. If you enjoy the process, the results will even become better. And
yeah, like imagine you working like, oh, I have to do this video, I need to get, I'm not getting subscribers, I'm making money. Sure, like it's hard if you also need to make money to live. Highly understandable. Again, if you attach your happiness to the process and not to the end goal.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah. Funny thing, we just talked about the coaching. Always in the first goal, I always tell them, like, yeah, you're gonna set this high dream life goal and how we're gonna get there. But I always say, but the cheat code, I'm gonna summarize the whole coaching program and basically the whole secret of life for you in one sentence: enjoy the journey. If you cannot enjoy the journey, fuck this. Like, better quit this coaching program. Enjoy the journey. Learn to be grateful. Learn to enjoy the process. I'm just helping you to be on the right process.
So what are your future plans now?
First of all, just grow my brand. I have this goal that I want to grow my brand in total. So not just YouTube, but just combined following to 2 million followers. Nice. In like 2-3 years from now. And then monetize it in a lot of different ways.
But YouTube is the main focus?
YouTube is the main focus for now. Short form content just outsourced. Maybe a second channel on YouTube.
Are you hiring for
short form?
Short form?
Yeah, I have a couple of guys.
You're watching this, you got a job already. So you could apply and maybe make some money of it, because
maybe
it's a good side hustle to start making short format for creators like Stefanovic. So.
If you're good, reach out to me.
There you go.
And as I told you, I'm building an app. It's related to the short form content.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's gonna be good. But I cannot talk too much about it. So yeah, just for now, grow my brand. Double down on growing my brand until I like really gather some capital and resources, and then monetize it in so many different ways. Of course, the obvious things, digital products, courses, coaching, but also the app I'm working on. I want to write a book. I want to start like making high production, like mini documentaries as well. So many ways you can go.
When you grow your brand and you do content, especially, like the options are endless.
Yeah. And I see YouTubers starting podcasts. I see YouTubers becoming movie producers. I see YouTubers becoming rappers. I see YouTubers starting their own company. Fucking Logan Paul with the Prime drink.
Yeah,
there's so many things you can do as a brand.
That's a potential $1 billion move right there.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Kevin O'Leary, the Shark Tank guy, I saw a clip of him. He said If you would have asked me 3 years ago, what should I do to get the highest chance of becoming really successful? He would have said engineer. Just like get into engineering and then go into a good startup and then earn a shit ton of cash. And he said, but if you ask me now, it's content creation, personal brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of business people are moving into content creation.
Yeah.
And a lot of content creators that have a lot of attention already are building businesses out of it.
Exactly. So yeah, to come back to your question, future plans, double down on growing my brand, and then let's see what the opportunities will come.
And what's a message you want to deliver to the people watching this video?
Oh man, so many.
Can be a hard one, but what would be one in particular, or an aggregation of multiple ones?
So one for sure, that's the umbrella slogan for me for everything else you're doing. Enjoy the process, enjoy the journey. Whatever goals you're set out to achieve, no matter the success and wealth and whatever you're doing, just enjoy the process, man. Because trust me, hitting those goals, hitting that dream life, those things you're imagining, it will feel good for a while, but you'll be back to square one. Like it won't bring you magical happiness for the rest of your life. What will bring you magical happiness for the rest of your life is to just be grateful for what you have, enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, make a plan, figure out what you want to do in life, and really take the moment to think about like, where do I want to end up 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and then enjoy that process, as I said.
Nice, man.
That's it.
Respect.
See you.
Thank you, my bro. All right. Make sure to like and subscribe. See you next week. Peace.